During his tenure with the Cowboys, the Dallas secondary was among the most feared in the game. With him gone, they've been suspect, at best, while the Bears have the NFL interception leader in Kevin Byard. The veteran safety has 5 picks, but he's not the only one excelling in Chicago. Nahshon Wright, a former Dallas draft pick, is right behind him with 4 interceptions. That's not a shock for Cowboys fans who watched as Harris helped Trayvon Diggs record 11 interceptions in 2021 and Darren Bland secure 9 interceptions and 5 pick-sixes in 2023. Bringing him back would excite fans and could help the secondary get back on track. With only 4 wins in their 10 games, there has been plenty going wrong for the Dallas Cowboys this season. But the mediocre ground attack has to be high on the list. The Cowboys have the NFL's 5th leading rusher in 2021 second-round draft pick Javonte Williams with 809 yards, but not much else. Their second leading running back, Miles Sanders, who signed a 1-year, $1.4 million free agent contract this year after he was released by the Carolina Panthers, has been on injured reserve since October 10th and will not return this season, leaving him stuck at 117 yards. Quarterback Dak Prescott has also run for 117 yards heading into the Cowboys' Week 12 matchup with the Philadelphia Eagles. No other Dallas runner has more than 65. New ESPN prediction holds answer. While there may not be much the Cowboys can do to fix the situation this season with the trade deadline already passed, they will need to do something before next season because Williams is playing on an expiring contract and can enter unrestricted free agency, where he is likely to garner a substantial rate that is over the $3 million he is collecting this season from the Cowboys. What then for the Cowboys' running game? On Wednesday, NFL draft expert Matt Miller of ESPN published his latest 2026 mock draft, and in it, he proposes a solution for Dallas' rushing problem. With the number 13 pick in the first round, according to Miller, the Cowboys will select Notre Dame running back Jeremiah Love. 2 straight 1,100-yard seasons for Love. After rushing for 1,125 yards on 163 carries over 16 games for the Fighting Irish last season, Love has pushed his production to an even higher level this time around. With just 10 games in the books and 2 to go on the regular season schedule for the Fighting Irish, Love has already carried 177 times for 1,135 yards. The 6-foot, 214-pound, 20-year-old speedster who starred at Christian Brothers College High in St. Louis has risen to become the top running back prospect in the upcoming draft and is now considered a serious Heisman Trophy candidate. Scouting report raves for Notre Dame back. A scouting report by NFL Draft Buzz raves about Love's uncanny contact balance for a speed merchant, his dazzling open-field creativity, and calls the Notre Dame star a game-breaker who threatens to house it on every touch, turning routine plays into scoring opportunities with elite acceleration and sustainable top-end speed. Miller calls Love a true home run threat and one of the 3 best players in the class, and an RB prospect on par with Bijan Robinson or Saquon Barkley. Love would be a dream come true for the Cowboys, Miller adds in his mock draft report. His elite patience and burst are ideal for a zone rushing scheme, plus he has the all-around ability to boost the Cowboys' loaded passing attack. However, Miller also admits that it's unlikely that Love will still be available at this pick come April, but we've seen teams pass on elite running backs because of positional value. Love was also a standout on his high school track team, winning the Missouri Class 5 100-meter dash state title, running the distance in 10.76 seconds. Over the course of his 10 years as the quarterback of the Cowboys, Dak Prescott has established himself as one of the best passers in the league and has earned 3 Pro Bowl spots because of it. With 3 seasons of 4,000 yards or more passing, Prescott owns 3 of the top 5 passing years in Cowboys franchise history. But as much as his on-field production has defined Prescott to this point, he has also been defined by his leadership in the locker room and away from the field. And there's not much that has tested that leadership quite like the last few weeks in Dallas, where the Cowboys underwent an upheaval following the suicide of teammate Marshawn Kneeland. While it took all hands from the Cowboys' organizational structure, starting with the front office and next down to the coaching staff, to cope with the Kneeland tragedy, the most effective leadership comes from players. Prescott took up that mantle. Dak Prescott, a Cowboys stalwart, Asked about Prescott's importance as a leader for the Cowboys in the last few weeks, team owner and general manager Jerry Jones had effusive praise. Speaking on 105.3 The Fan in Dallas on Tuesday, Jones called Prescott the franchise stalwart. "Well, he again, just as time and time again, he is the best leader that I've been around for a team and period," Jones said. "And he just has a natural sense of what the situation calls for. He's had it since he walked through the door, and so much of the good things that he's been a part of had to do with that skill right there. But then you see it, he brings a certain confidence out there. Then you got a guy that, boy, he can have a bad series, he can have a bad quarter, but you got a guy that will come out there and just completely erase it from his mind and really be as aggressive as it calls for him. From the get-go this year, he's been our stalwart relative to our chance to win this year. And now we're giving him a chance. Cowboys still a playoff long shot. Of course, the big picture on Prescott remains the same, and in the end, his tenure with the Cowboys will be judged by what he accomplishes in the playoffs and not how he leads in weeks 1 to 18. As of now, at 4-5-1 and with the Eagles on tap in week 12, the Cowboys are a long shot to make the playoffs. They have, according to PlayoffStat2s.com, a 13% chance of reaching the playoffs. Dak Prescott. Why not? But 13% is not zero, and Prescott is trying to get his Cowboys teammates to take a positive outlook on the situation. "I know I've been saying that, and I'll probably keep saying that. Why not?" Prescott said. "And it's more about we're in control, right? We're in control, and life's going to throw things at us, and it threw us a hell of a curveball this past week," Prescott said. "And how are we going to respond? That's what I was telling the team. To have a testimony, we've got to go through a test. And this is a big test to our brotherhood and who we are and to this organization, to us individually. Let's have pride and let's honor our brother. And if we can continue to do that, move forward carrying that light, and play the way that we did tonight, why not?" In a move that shook the NFL, wide receiver Stefan Diggs was officially signed by the Dallas Cowboys, following a trade that surprised many fans and analysts. Known for his speed, route accuracy, and ability to create decisive plays, Diggs arrives in Dallas with the mission of reinforcing an offense seeking to regain prominence in the National Conference. According to sources close to the negotiation, the deal involved draft picks and financial compensation, reflecting the high value Diggs represents to the team. The Cowboys management believes that signing the athlete can transform the offensive dynamic, offering the starting quarterback a reliable and high-impact weapon for the upcoming season. Stefan Diggs arrives with an impressive track record in the league, including seasons with over 1,000 receiving yards and multiple playoff appearances. His ability to break through opposing coverage and create separation quickly makes him one of the most feared receivers in the NFL, and the expectation in Dallas is that he will become an immediate focal point of the offense. For the Cowboys, Diggs' arrival not only increases the depth of the roster but also sends a clear message to the league. The team is determined to compete for titles and to form an offensive core capable of competing with any opponent. The coaching staff and management believe that, alongside young talents and experienced veterans, Diggs will help raise the team's execution standard. Fans and experts are eager to see how Diggs adapts to the Cowboys' offensive scheme, which prioritizes quick passes and constant movement. If the integration goes as planned, Stefan Diggs has the potential to be the catalyst for a more dangerous and dynamic Dallas Cowboys team, ready to fight for the top of the NFC.